What is going on, everybody? Chris here. So I'm riding solo. Coach Eric said he's gonna be hitting the gym right now. He said I can take the wheels by myself. He's not gonna go work out, guys. He's probably just like kicking his feet up like this, watching some Netflix. I'm just kidding. He's gonna have that Netflix. All right, but this is gonna be really good because what I'm gonna talk about today is basically 10 ways to start your coaching business. Okay, this is gonna be geared towards obviously health and fitness professionals because that's who we help out. But the framework, the system, kind of the blueprint I'm gonna give you in these 10 ways can really apply to anybody that's looking to build a coaching business, whether you're a health fitness professional, your relationship coach, your some sort of finance coach, anything that has to do within coaching is going to help you guys out. Okay, so I'm going to dive right into this right away. It's going to be a lot of good stuff on here. Okay, and I don't want it to be super long because I know that there's a lot of TikTok attention spans going out there. Okay, all right. So if we have 10 ways to start your coaching business, okay, the very first one, if I kind of break it like this, there's 5 different characteristics that you need to acquire. Okay, so if I break it down into like 5 spots here, that'll give me 5 right there. There's 5 characteristics. Okay. Now the reason why, guys, really quick, you need these 5 characteristics is I can give you the other 9 pieces to this or 9 steps, ways, whatever it is, but it's not going to matter because I've seen literally the past 13 years and literally the past 4 years working with close to 800 health and fitness coaches that if people don't have these 5 characteristics, you can give them the best marketing plan, the best sales script, whatever it is, right? It's not going to work. Okay. So you really need to master these, characteristics. Okay. So the very first characteristic is you're going to need discipline. Okay. And discipline, I mean, this could be, I can do a whole entire training on this on discipline, what you're going to need. But basically, to sum this up, you're just going to need discipline overall as a business owner, right? To manage your time, your money, and I'll get into that in a little bit more. Your business, your team, your clients, everything. Okay. You're going to need discipline. With discipline, you're also going to need focus. This is one of the biggest things I see with people, man. They have shiny objects in them, like it's crazy. Like I just talked about the TikTok attention span. It's just crazy. Like somebody throws up an ad or somebody throws up this like crazy idea or promise to people, and they go off and they just get shiny objects into them. The whole thing I'm hearing about now is this whole Chat GPT thing, man. It's crazy how people just like literally their attention spans and their shiny object syndrome. They can be focusing on something, and then boom, it just goes the other way. You have to have a lot of focus to be able to build your business. Okay. The next one is you need consistency. This is the magic pill people don't talk about is the consistent changes, consistent tweaks, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year in your business. Okay. The next one is time ownership. Man, you have to manage your time. You really do. You have to own your time. Okay. So if you can't sit there and block out a few, maybe 2, 3, 4, deep work blocks and get shit done, honestly, how are you going to move the needle forward in your business? So you have to own your time, right? Get really good with your schedule, your calendar, blocking things out. Okay. The next one is, I'd say, basic money management skills. Just real basic stuff on just like, starting your business checking account, having a savings account. When you pay yourself, you allocate that to business expenses, and then you're able to pay yourself too and reinvest it back into the business. All those type of basic type of things you need to do instead of going out and getting the next car or the next pair of Jordans or something else like that, right? Put it back into the money making machine of your business. Okay. I spent quite a good time on that because that's the 5 characteristics you guys need, the very first step on this. Okay. So now if we go into the second way to start your coaching business is you need to choose your online model. Okay. So with that, I mean, there's like basically 4 different ones you can do. You can do one-to-one, you can do group, you can do online hybrid, or you can do an actual hybrid. So basically with like one-to-one coaching, guys, if you're doing, an online coaching business, that's just basically you have a one-to-one, student, you have a client, and you're just doing one-to-one type of coaching with like a weekly accountability type of check-in, right? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, it doesn't really matter. The next one's a group style coaching model. So this is basically coaching one to many people. And again, it's a good model, right? It's definitely scalable, but then also too, there's drawbacks to that too, because people don't like group fashions. They like one-on-one time as well too. The other one is what we call an online hybrid. Okay. So with the online hybrid, this is basically, you're going into, I'll use this as like a health and fitness coach as an online hybrid. So this is for somebody that basically, has a hybrid of both, right? Whether they're doing the in-person and they're doing like online as well too. Okay. And basically what it could look like is just like an accountability check-in, once per week, and it could be literally 2 sessions like per week, earlier in the week or something like that. But it's actually like an online hybrid with it. Okay, and then the actual hybrid is basically, basically when you're going into like a real hybrid model of like, building the business that way. And it's sometimes it's like, brick and mortar, sometimes it's, all online, right? But it's more kind of like face to face with that, right? But there's a lot of different ways you can do like with the online model here. Okay. The next thing that you're going to want to do on this is once you choose your hybrid model is you're going to want to pick an audience. Okay. So without an audience, without basically people to sell to, I mean, how are you going to sit there and get in front of people and, have an offer and be able to, produce cash flow? So you have to have an audience, right? What we call this is your PFC, finding your perfect future client. Okay. So you have to find an audience once you know exactly what your online model is. The next thing you have to do here is dial in your messaging. So your messaging is basically going to be, understanding that perfect future client, what their pains are, what their frustrations are, their problems, their wants, their desires, all those type of things, right? How do you create catchy headlines? How do you make your content, match to the actual messaging with the actual, perfect future client, right? How you speak to, let's say, a busy mom compared to a dad is going to be a little bit different, right? So you have to understand the messaging on that. The next one in here is you're going to want to create your offer, okay? So you have to have something to sell, right? It could be, you know, like I said, the one-to-one coaching, group coaching, it can be a hybrid, but you have to have something to be able to sell to people. Okay, you could sit there and do it to where it's basically, um, subscription. It could be, lower end products, right? It could be high ticket, it could be masterminds, all that type of stuff. But you have to have some sort of offer there because once you have the audience, once you have the messaging, then you need an offer to match all that and bring it all together. Okay. Where am I at here? So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're on 6 right here. Okay. So the sixth one on here is now you need to be able to attract leads. Okay. Because you have an audience, you have your messaging, you have an offer. So we have to be able to track leads. And that's basically your marketing system, right? Your lead generation, game plan, right? We got to get people in the pipeline. Another word we can say is we got to get attention on your brand, right? And your offer and your services so that people can buy. Okay. And there's tons of things we can go into, like attract and all that stuff, but it's just going to be way too long going into that. The seventh thing is you need to capture leads. So once you have your marketing system, your lead generation plan, whatever it is, right, you have to be able to capture those leads. Now, the way you capture them is either you're selling through, phone, you're selling through like your website, you're selling through a webinar, you're selling, through DMs. There's so many different ways to sell, but you have to have some sort of like sales mechanism or process that's able to sit there and capture the leads, to be able to sit there and make money. Okay. And then the eighth one is what I call coaching. Now, this is a big one. This is basically like expanding the business. Okay. This is also, if you're running a coaching business, you have to actually coach people. Okay. You got to get them results so that they pay, stay, and refer. Okay. So you have to have your systems out and your processes, your onboarding process, your exit process, your accountability check-in. If you're managing your team, again, if you're scaling the business, if you're going to more of a hybrid model, if you're going more to group style model, right? If you're adding adjacent products on there, there's so many different things within that coaching. Okay. Now the ninth one on here is what we call R plus S plus R. Okay. So again, once you have all these other things going right here that track the leads, that capture leads, the coaching, the R's, again, you have to get them results. That's what they're hiring you for in this coaching business, is to get them results and solve an emotional pain point. Okay. The next one is the S. You got to stack up your social proof. Once you know that you're a damn good coach and you can get them results, you got to build a social proof library. Okay. So you do that by, creating a Dropbox, a Google Drive. You put those on your website, your landing page. You use that on social media, stories, all that type of stuff during sales calls, and you show the social proof. Okay. Now the last one right here is the other R, ask for referrals. Okay. Again, it keeps your overhead down with your marketing and it introduces warm leads to you. Okay. So if somebody's getting really good results in your coaching program, you keep asking, for referrals, and you have a good system in place. Okay. They're more than likely going to sit there and probably, trust you and sign up with you in your coaching and invest in that because they were referred by somebody that they trust and they got results. Okay. Now the 10th one on here, guys, is kind of going back what I talked about. One of the characteristic things, right, is if you can focus on this for 1 year, you can build a multiple six-figure business on this. Okay. So that's basically the whole entire game plan. You guys can screenshot, you can watch this video again, but that's the whole system. That's the whole framework to literally, be able to start your coaching business. Okay. Now, With this, guys, you guys can go off on your own and you can, run away with this and implement totally fine, right? Now, some of you guys need some more help, okay? And that's why I'm going to announce to you guys that we are opening up our online fitness clients program today, and then we're actually closing it on Monday, okay? We open it up every single 8 weeks. So we're opening it up today for those that are actually health and fitness professionals that are looking to build their online business, okay? And really just some of the things on here I'll go through. The main outcome that we're promising really with this online fitness clients program is to build and recession proof your online business and make $3,000 monthly recurring in 5 weeks. Okay. So that's basically the main outcome and promise we have for you guys in the program. What else do you get? 6 weekly on-demand group coaching calls to hold you accountable. Then we do weekly sprint Q&A threads inside the Facebook group for your most pressing question. Then you'll have daily, weekly action steps, right? Not guessing on what do I need to do every single day, every single week. You'll have literally a game plan and a roadmap on what you need to do to move your business forward. Okay. Then we have a community group as well too with other like-minded people in there. Some of the bonuses, guys, this is the biggest thing right here, and this is why I put it in green. We're doing lifetime access to the content library portal and lifetime access to the weekly on-demand group coaching calls, basically forever. Why? Because we want to see you win. If we don't win, you don't win. Okay. So lifetime access to the content library portal and lifetime access to the weekly on-demand group coaching calls. Okay. It's a pretty big steal, right? Then 2 30-minute start and finish one-to-one coaching strategy calls, 2 backstage passes for our other live trainings in our accelerator program, and then some other cool bonuses right here, like a copy and paste, 365-day calendar, 23 conversation starters, 24 done for you social media posts, right? Just to make things easier with content. Again, we start this Monday coming up, right? So yeah, you have some time to think about it. Again, we don't open this up again until 8 weeks. So it's kind of like you snooze, you lose, right? But hopefully, guys, this whole 10 ways to start your guys' coaching business really helped out. And like I said, you guys have the whole framework. You guys have the whole system right there that you can take and implement yourselves, okay? If not, if you guys need more help, then just comment the word OFC below, and then we'll reach out and we'll just give you the details. Don't have to buy anything. You can just check it out, see if it's a good fit, and we'd love to see you in the program. And if it's not, totally fine. Just go ahead and take this framework and implement it into your guys' business right now, and it'll really help you guys out. Okay. So again, if you're interested in that OFC program, comment the word OFC, and we'll get you guys the details there. Other than that, I'm running up on 12 minutes, guys. Hopefully this was valuable. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.